Okay, this is video blog number 3. We had Miss Hoffer Landini from the Wheeling Country Day School. She told us some things about like how the school works and everything, and like the campus that they're on. What I really liked about the presentation was that how involved that they get the kids in with not just like learning about the community, but like ways to help the students learn better. Like with the Lego robotics thing was really awesome, because those kids, like, when you're a young kid like that, you always ask like, what am I ever going to, like, you might ask when you're a young kid, but when you get older, you're like, oh, what am I ever going to need this for? Or like, well, what is the purpose of this? With what they did, they showed like that there's a purpose behind it. They're actually putting the purpose of something like right into the, I don't want to say curriculum, but like learning how to do something. I also like how that she found ways to get the country day school out there, because like she said, she pretty much has to go out and do the funding herself. So she's kind of got like 2 jobs. She's like the principal of a school, and she's got to find funding for the school, which is a lot of work for her. That is a really big thing, because funding is big, especially in anybody in the profession that most of us are trying to get into, is how you're going to fund your operation and what you're going to do that. I also liked how she used a lot of like people who are in formal education, like the videos and stuff she used, and how those things affect, like how those people can like tell you how important it is to get kids involved with the community inside and outside. Another thing she does that's really important, and we're actually reading about in one of our books in another class, is how you get the parents involved. Like they said, like they did something as simple as making lunch or dinner, whichever. I'm not sure if I think it was dinner on like Wednesday nights for like just the parents, like because they wanted their kids to eat healthier. So, and like that's a way to get, like, so simple, but it's a way to get the parents involved. And I thought that was really cool. And they've like built up the entire program. Like they have a learning center now, and like the lunch thing was pretty cool. And like how that like one important thing was not allowing kids to be afraid to fail, because that's something that you're going to do. Even like now for us as students, like we're going to mess up, like with papers and tests and stuff, and there's going to be things that are hard for us to do, and she just shows those kids early enough to where like they're not so afraid of messing up or failing. Another thing was she showed us the video of like, it was kind of funny about the guy dancing around and how like people get involved and stuff, and sometimes like your idea, like, and this is one thing we learned about in one of our other books too, I think it was for this class, maybe it was the other one, but how it kind of goes along with the creative confidence thing. Like you can't, even if you think you have a crazy idea, you can't be afraid to get up there and like, just throw it out there and let everybody know. And like eventually somebody's going to be like, all right, this guy's idea might work and it might fit what we want to do, so it might be good for us. I thought her role in community education as a leader is huge, because she's not only taking the students into consideration, she's taking the parents, which is a huge thing, because if the parents are learning, then the kids are learning. And this would be something awesome for us, because she said, like, all of her, when she went around the classroom at the beginning of her speech, she was telling us, like, what all do you want to do? And then she, like, told us all, like, anytime you guys want to test something out, do it. I had, like, a guinea pig factory, which was pretty funny. But she said, like, she gives, like, and she's even reaching out to us as, like, future educators and, like, people who want to help the community already, looking to help already, and like she thinks that we're worthy enough to help her, and so I mean, like, that's important. So, and it just goes along with the other things that we've been learning in class, like networking and stuff, and that's just what every one of these presenters has said, how important it is to network and get your name out there. And for the Wheeling Country Day School, that's something that's really important. A cool idea I got was how important it is to be at, like, even if you think something's crazy or it might not work, somebody down the line somewhere is going to be, I mean, if you do put enough thought in behind it, somebody somewhere down the line is going to be like, you know what, this guy might be right, even though this does sound a little crazy or a little weird. Like, you can't be afraid to get it out there and just do it. Like, I mean, even if you think or somebody else thinks your idea is completely stupid or like there's no chance this will ever work, I mean, you have a chance at making it work. I mean, because that's what community education is about, is finding ways to make your ideas and other people's ideas work, and then making them work effectively to not only involve students but parents, grandparents, etc. You know, another thing that I liked that she had talked about was how the game that we played with her was really, really cool, because she used like a web thing to kind of connect the places, and you could do it with almost anything, it seems, but it was really cool that she found a way to brainstorm as a group. Like, and that would be awesome, like where I worked over the summer at the Schrader Center. If we would have had something like that, that would have, and I might try to implement that for this year when we go into planning and stuff, right towards the like couple weeks before camp starts, we start planning, well, a month before. So like that would be something I might talk to like our supervisor and be like, let's throw this up there, let's try this, because this idea really worked and we only used it one time for something really simple, and we already have mapped out ideas and we might be able to make this work even better. So I think that the game that she didn't really create but she showed us is a really effective idea, and how important it can be to a community educator. So yep, that was video number 3 for Miss Hoffer Lundini. Yeah. Thank you.